Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
It's easy to miscommunicate via text message because you can't tell people's tone. Like sometimes you get a text message, don't put a smiley face in the right spot. It's like, oh man, do they think I'm mad at them now? Or like the other day when I texted my friend who owes me some money and I said, hey, I'm going to kill you and your entire family if you don't pay me.
What?
Whoa.
Again, didn't hear the tone.
Oh.
Didn't hear the tone. And then next thing I'm explaining to the cops, like, it's just a big miscommunication, you know?
Joking.
And
Winky
I probably
face.
shouldn't say anything else about it because I got a court date coming up, so I probably shouldn't talk about that anymore. But it is hard to tell things via text message. And Dennis, who's on the phone with us, thinks that he might have screwed up his chances with a girl named Jordan because of a texting error. We'll find out about that in just a second. But first, Dennis, what's up?
Hello.
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 Before we get into the texting thing, let's just talk about the girl that you want to call. What's her name?
Her name is Jordan.
Cool. Where'd you meet lovely Jordan?
I met her at a bar.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So is the date that you want to talk about at the bar where you met her, or you went out somewhere else?
Well, I saw her and met her at the bar, and then we hung out there for like an hour. And then I've been hoping to get like an official date, but this is sort of like the introduction date.
Like an
Okay.
Insta date right
So-
away.
Okay.
What was that like? I mean, why did you approach her? Did she approach you?
I was at the bar with a group of friends, and it was my turn to get the round of drinks. So I go up to the bar, and I see this very beautiful woman. It's Jordan.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't somebody else.
Yeah. And she was standing behind Jordan, and I was like, wow, I got to talk to her. And then unfortunately, Jordan started talking. I was like, I guess I'll just deal with these scraps. Okay, so you went to get drinks, and then that's when you saw her.
Yeah, I saw her. I complimented her on her shoes, and I asked, "What are you drinking?" And she said, "I'm having a Cosmo." And I said, "Ooh, that sounds good. I think I'll have one too." And so I got her.
Really? A Cosmo, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I don't normally drink Cosmos, but it was just, I just kept going back to the bar and kept ordering myself Cosmos. And she,
Did you buy her Cosmos too, though? I'm just making sure.
just the first one.
Okay.
Okay. And then other than that, you seem like you're a Cosmo, like, alcoholic at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it looked kind of weird. And she called me out on it.
Oh.
That's cute.
Yeah, she was like, are you a big Cosmo drinker? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I drink Cosmos all the time.
Yeah, Cosmos for life, man.
Yeah.
And then she was like, really? And I was like, no, not really. I normally drink beer. But it was a good excuse to talk to you.
Oh,
funny.
that's cute.
And smart.
And it seems sincere. What was her response to that?
She thought it was pretty cute. And she's like, oh, I mean, that's weird, but it's nice.
All right. Hopefully
You're weird but nice.
Yeah. That's always a good compliment. Hey, weirdo, but I still think you're a good person.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you had a enjoyable conversation with her, though.
Yeah. I mean, and then on the third trip, I offered to buy her another one. And I sort of ditched my friends and sat next to her.
Okay. And your friends, of course, were watching this whole thing and egging you
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, no, they were very cool about it. They know I'm pretty shy in these kind of things. And so they were just like, thumbs up.
I mean, after 3
Okay.
Cosmos, nobody's shy anymore.
Yeah. It took about 3 to get me to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how did the night end for you guys?
I mean, she said she had to go meet some friends, and I was like, oh, boyfriend? And she was like, no, I'm meeting with a girlfriend. And I was like, oh, fantastic. I'd love to, hang out with you sometime. And we exchanged numbers, and that was that. We texted a bit afterwards.
Okay, and is that when the texting mistake happened that you talked about in your email?
Yeah. So basically, I have another friend named Jordan, and he's a guy friend. And I just mixed up the texts. He messaged me that he went out with a new girl last night, and I joked. I texted him and said, you should probably get an STD check. They're like $75.
Wait, and that
you,
went to
please
her?
tell me you texted that to her.
Yeah.
What did she write back? Like, why?
Is she even talking to you?
The first response was like ...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, when I realized my mistake, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was a joke. I have another friend named Jordan. Totally did not mean to send that. And it just made me look more and more guilty.
Yeah. She totally thinks that you're writing to some girl telling her that she needs to go get an STD check because she slept with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I could see why she's not going out on a date with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it doesn't look good. And so that's why I contacted you guys, because she seems really great, and I feel like I would be missing out if I didn't try to
Give her an STD.
get her. No, go on a date with her.
No, really, though.
Okay.
You're clean, though, right? Like, I mean, whatever you had in the past, you've gotten taken care of.
I've never had anything. I'm very clean.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's time to live. It's time to live, Dennis.
It's time to live.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and see if we can get you another date in your second date update. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Dude, look what you just made me do.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second date update is a lesson to always double check your text messages before you send them.
It's a good lesson in life.
Yeah, you send some missed texts sometimes. Usually there's something you can get out of, unless, of course, you're telling your date that she should go get an STD check. And probably hard to talk your way out of that one, right, Dennis?
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, Dennis is on the phone. He wants to call a girl named Jordan. They met at a bar. He was drinking a bunch of Cosmos to try to impress her because that's what she was drinking. And then they talked for about an hour. They exchanged numbers, and that was it. That was their date. But they were texting back and forth after, and his buddy named Jordan texted him and said that he had hooked up with somebody. And Dennis responded, "You should go get an STD check now. It's like $75." But he sent it to the wrong Jordan. The girl that he was talking to got that text, and she stopped talking to him. So we're about to get her on the phone right now and see if we can explain and maybe get Dennis another date.
I don't know that this is going to do any good, Dennis. I mean, like you said, you tried to explain already, and the more you explain, the more guilty you look. Now you're having us call her.
I figure it's just a Hail Mary. You know, like meeting her, she's just so beautiful. She's definitely out of my league. I'm just doing what I can.
Okay.
Now, I could call her and pretend like I'm from a doctor's office and say, "Hey, we haven't seen you yet for your STD check. I'd like to get you in here."
No, please don't do that.
Yeah, that's a good choice,
Okay.
Dennis.
All right. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Jordan, please?
this is Jordan.
Hey, what's up, Jordan? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad. What's going on today with you, Jordan?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You running errands or something? You got laundry to do? I got some laundry I need to do.
I mean, I have work tonight, but
Nice.
why are you guys calling me?
Sorry.
You recently met a dude named Dennis.
Dennis?
Yeah. You met a guy named Dennis at a bar the other day, right? He can throw back Cosmos like a champ.
Oh my God.
Impressed. You were impressed, weren't you?
I mean, with Cosmos, sure.
Yeah, of course. Takes a man to be able to throw down like 5 or 6 Cosmos
it gives
in
me
one
a
sitting,
headache.
you know?
Something like that, I guess. I mean, what's the point? Why are you talking about Dennis?
Well, Dennis listens to our show, and we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Dennis emailed us because he says that you've kind of trailed off a little bit, and he wants to know if he did something wrong.
Oh God. I mean, did he tell you what he texted me?
Yeah.
He did. And have you gotten checked?
That's not the right question, Jubal.
No, didn't feel it necessary to get checked.
Oh my God.
So he told you that he texted me about the STD check.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he told us he tried to explain it, but he feels like you think he was lying.
Well, I mean,
Yes. I would.
yes.
I told him I would feel the same way. Like anybody who's going to get that text from basically he's a stranger. I mean, you spent 1 hour with him. Like, why would you believe him?
Yeah. No, I mean that's exactly right. So, and then there was like the rest of the stuff that he said. So.
Like
The
when he
rest of the
was
stuff that he said?
when he was trying to tell you that it was meant for his friend Jordan instead of you. You mean?
No, like after that, like there was like a lot more that he said.
About what? He told us that he sent you that STD joke and then he was like trying to over-explain, and it seemed like he was lying. That's all he told us.
Oh yeah, I mean, it got like way worse after that. Like, I don't know what is up with him. Like, it was really weird.
Wait, how can it get worse than you should go get an STD check that costs $75? Like, that seems as bad as it could get to me.
Oh no, like, he kept going. Like, he told me a whole bunch of stuff.
Like what?
So he sent, the STD thing. Oh my God, sorry, it was a joke, a friend, blah blah. And then he started, without me asking, like, he was telling me basically like his sexual history.
What? Wait, like how many partners he's had and stuff?
Yeah, like exactly that. Like he was like, "Oh, I like haven't really been with that many girls." And I was like, okay, like that's fine. And he was like, it was only like 3 women that I've been with. And he's like, and the first time I was a junior in high school, there was this girl, and I only got to second base. And then, like, I didn't say anything because, like, I don't know. I feel like stuff like that's, like, not something you necessarily just tell someone that you just met.
So wait, like he did like a novel of all of his sexual history back to junior high where he touched some girl's boob.
Yeah. I mean, he was talking about like, and he's like, and then the next time I was in college and I experimented with a girl. It's like, okay.
What were you texting back to him in the middle of all this? Like, why would he keep going?
When he started doing, like, going back, giving me all these really specific examples, I didn't say anything. Like, I didn't know what to say. I was just kind of like sitting there. Like, I would start typing like, oh, that's cool, but I didn't send it. So I'm assuming, like, he just kept going. Like, and then he was like, and the only other woman that I ever did something with was, she was much older, and we didn't go all the way.
Oh,
I was like
gosh.
really intimidated, and I didn't know what to do. Like, what do you say to a person like that?
I think he was trying to tell you that he wasn't experienced enough to get an STD, even though it only takes one person to give you an STD.
Yeah.
But I think that, I'm guessing that was him trying to say, see, I'm innocent. Look how inexperienced I am.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Hang on, Dennis. You're not supposed to talk yet.
Wait a second. Is that Dennis on the line?
Yeah, he's on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, Jordan. I'm trying to be honest and open. That text was so embarrassing that, I felt like I needed to explain myself. And, you responded with ... and I thought that just meant explain yourself. And so, I just wanted to put your mind at ease.
I guess, I
just wanted to, like, explain my entire history to say, like, the chances of me getting an STD are, like, next to none. In fact, they're none.
Well, Dennis, like, you have to know how weird that is. Like, it's very strange to give away that much specific information to someone you just met about your personal history.
I mean, I'm very excited, You're very beautiful. You're definitely out of my league. So I just, I'm a little inexperienced, and I feel like I gave the wrong message with that initial text.
I don't
Sounds
think
like
it
you
was
gave the whole message.
Yeah, it wasn't the initial text, Dennis. I think that's the thing, is it's all of the texts afterwards are, I think, the nail in the coffin for you.
But I was very open and honest. You got to give me that. Right?
Give him credit.
You do have to give him credit for that, Jordan. That is missing, I feel like, in today's world. And I think so. And did you have fun with him at the bar?
I mean, at the bar, yes, but it's just too much, man. It's just way too much. Like,
And Jordan, you got to give him credit, because I would be mortified if all of this information was coming out. And he seems cool with everything, Like, you seem like you're pretty solid in who you are, at least, Dennis.
I am solid. I'm nice. I'm honest. I'm very open. And, I'm just not very sexually experienced.
I think we know that now.
I'm nice, honest, and not very sexually experienced. That's the kind of dude that I think you should go out with again, Jordan. Would you like to go out on another date with Dennis? We will pay for it.
I don't know. I mean, sure, I appreciate Dennis being like an honest guy, but I'm sorry, he's just too like socially awkward. Like he just doesn't know what to say. I guess in like a romantic situation, and quite frankly, that's just not really something I'm looking for. Like I don't have a desire to be like romantic teacher dating person for someone. Like
I can see that
I'm sorry, but it's just not. It's not what I want.
But if I got better at it, would you be open to revising that statement?
Wow. So direct.
And how do you plan on getting better at it, Dennis?
Yeah.
I mean, just practice. Like, I can meet other people, but you seem really terrific, and if I just circle back,
He's so awkward.
I feel like Dennis is gonna get arrested in some prostitution ring.
Yeah.
I mean, Dennis, like, very sweet of you. I'm very flattered that you've taken such an interest in me, but I won't pretend like I know the future, but I just get the feeling this is just not it for me.
Okay.
Oh.
but maybe, like, if you wanted to use me as a booty call or something.
There you go, Jordan.
Oh, man.
Hey, doesn't that turn you on, Jordan? Aren't you ready for that?
The thought of a very inexperienced man in my bed.
Dude.
Sure, why not? If I ever felt like it someday, maybe I'll call you for a booty call.
Hey!
That's awesome. That's great. I mean, I am totally into that. If you ever want to call, my door is always open.
Oh, man. And I bet he's good at dirty
Sounds
talk,
like it.
too.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Waiting for